Alright, y'all. It's repeating time. Rolling out with another video for you. This video is about something that I can relate to because it's presently happened to me and others. I'm talking about dating in this economy. From my perspective, I can't talk about any else's perspective. As far as my perspective, I'm not gonna maybe some of you feel this way, maybe some of you don't. But a lot of guys will feel what I'm feeling, but they ain't gonna say it. So I'll say it. So sit down, relax, enjoy a cold one. Now, dating in this economy has gone from like the female's advantage to the male's advantage. And I'll explain to you why. Like during the 90s, when everybody had a job and everybody had a little bit of money to back up themselves, women were getting spoiled during the 90s. Guys were fighting over women. Guys were trying to show off. Guys were taking you here, 5-star this, 5-star that. I ain't gonna lie, I got caught up in that until about the age of 25. I was doing that from like out of high school up until like 24. I was trying to impress chicks. I ain't gonna lie. I was trying to, like, if I was after the affection of a young lady, I'd maybe try to press her, do this, try to press her, do that. That stopped when I hit 25 and I saw the reality. It's like either fuck that, you roll with it or you roll over. So that's how I came with my attitude. But I digress. So let's get back to the video. Now, during the 90s, like I said, women were treated like platinum. Women had it nice during the 90s. And you ladies took the fuck advantage of it. I don't blame you. I would too if I had it like that. Y'all got spoiled. Y'all went on multiple dates. Not saying y'all did anything on these dates. I'm just saying y'all went on a lot of dates with a lot of prospective suitors. And on these dates, you were feeling them out. Maybe you didn't like them, maybe you didn't, but you still wanted a date to see what you could get. Now, jumping into the 2000s and the 2010s, that shit's over, sweetheart. Your advantage has become your disadvantage. The advantage now is for guys like me. As long as you're holding the fort down, guys like me are on gold status. I'm not on platinum because that's like CEOs, that's like the mega music stars, that's like the ball players and all that, well-known celebrities. That's platinum. But I'm on gold, which, check the prices, ain't too far off. And now, because now if you the dude holding the fort down in this economy, you a bad motherfucker. I'll give you that. There ain't too many motherfuckers losing their jobs, losing their houses, losing their families, going apart. You got normal motherfuckers, that people you wouldn't think committing crimes and shit. So if you holding the fort down in this economy, you're doing good. Now, a lot of you women need to understand this. Like most men, the ones with common sense, of course, they're not going to take care of you no more like they did during the 90s. Because no offense, there's more of you out there. More of you out there looking for a good dude. So the days are like, well, so-and-so has this, what do you got for me? I ain't got shit for you. Go with so-and-so. Because if y'all don't understand, if something that you don't want, there's like thousands of you right behind you. There's thousands on the one right behind you. So I know me, this is the perfect economy for me. And yes, I'm taking advantage of this. I may talk to a lot of women. Like I tell my friends, I prefer talking and hanging out with a bunch of women. It's common sense. I'm heterosexual. Go figure. Like I said, I hang out with women. I talk to them, but I talk to a lot of them, and a lot of them still have that. Like especially the ones in my age range still have perception. Well, so and so will take care of me, because there's a lot of nut ass dudes who still want to bend over backwards and try. Like I'll give you an example. I was talking to this one young lady. She turned out to be a nut ass. And we got to talking. We were talking, but her fault was she expected me to chase her around and sweat her. I'm thinking to myself, you got me fucked up. Like I would call her, I'd talk to her. Wouldn't call her, and she was like, oh, how come you don't call? I'm like, fucking why don't you call? It ain't hurting you to dial your fucking fingers. And this is exactly what I said too. People who know me know I do talk like this, so don't think it's for the camera. And so she wanted me to do this, do that, and it got to the point to me, I was like, we didn't even go on a date yet, and you want me to do it? I was like, man, I just like, fuck it. go your way, I go mine. Then she had the nerve to kick an attitude with me, and all of a sudden she tried to run my name to the ground. And I told people she was a fucking nutter, man. She was fucking out there. I ain't fucking killing myself and we didn't go on a date. So please, I said, if I want a phone tag, I'll go on Twitter or something. Fuck that. Like, for me now, a chick has to show and prove for me. I'm not talking about, look, man, just because you look good, there's millions of motherfuckers who look good. You gotta show and prove as far as I'm concerned. You gotta show me why I should be hanging out with you. This ain't the 90s. You need to understand this now. There's more women in this country than there are men. And now the men that are out there losing their jobs, the ratio's even getting better for me. I mean, God forbid, I hate nobody to lose their job. I hate no downfall or nobody. Like I said, the same way that you were taking advantage of the economy in the 90s, I'm taking advantage of the economy in the 2000s and 2010s. Like, a lot of you women, like, have to change your game plan. You know, you have to, like, I'm going to talk to young women out here, the ones that ain't in my game age range. Like, you got to change your game plan, girls. You got to be about yours. You got to be up on your shit. You got to be on your A game mostly all the time, because unless you got a lot of cornballs out there, ain't nobody going to really bend over backwards for you. I know I'm not. You know, that's why a lot of these old chicks, like, once they get to their 40s and 50s and 60s, you see a lot of these old chicks, these beat up looking chicks who used to look good because they thought that they were going to get taken care of in their 20s and 30s and 40s. Then they find out the motherfucker wasn't going to take care of them. Then they get in their 40s, 50s, and 60s. They got to be with somebody just to take care of them. They look all beat. I'm like, I don't want none of that. It's like, ease on down the road, sweetheart. I mean, but still, like, ladies, there are a lot of clown-ass dudes willing to take care of women like that. You know, a lot of old school dudes saying, well, a woman doesn't have to work. I'm like, that's your business, but love don't pay the fucking bills where I'm from. Real rap. I mean, I can understand when you're, like, laid off and, like, going through a situation, I understand that. If you just sitting there laying around thinking I'm going to pay for you to be beautiful, if that's the case, I might as well go on Craigslist and get a fucking good-looking chick for that. Fuck that. If I'm going to pay for it, you might as well go top notch. Like I said, when the economy was good, you know, I had to go the extra mile, like, up until, like, I was 24. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I did it. A lot of dudes I knew did it. But now, for me, the economy's great, so what's that song by Jay-Z? You gotta show me what you got. So if you ain't working with nothing, you ain't working with me. Peace, sweetheart.